Hello everyone, my name is Zelda Kelly. I'm with PsychicSecrets.com and this is your Mercury Retrograde update for September 2022. Yes, our buddy Mercury is ready to go retrograde again, and I say buddy tongue-in-cheek because he certainly can wreak havoc on many of us during this time. So, for those of you who do not know what a Mercury retrograde is, each planet is the ruler of some attributes, as in Mercury is all information, communication, logistics, things like that. During the Mercury retrograde period, Mercury appears to be going backward. Now, it does not go backwards, but it appears because it slows down in motion in that revolving around the sun. So it seems like all the other planets go around really, really quickly, and Mercury slows down almost to a crawl. So it looks like it's going backwards. Isn't that interesting? Believe me, life tends to go backwards during all that time. So what's about this September 2022 Mercury? Well, it's going to go through September, almost all of it, actually, a good 3 weeks of it, and through October 2nd. Now, here's the little tidbits on this Mercury retrograde coming up. During the first part of the retrograde, Mercury will be going through a social air sign of Libra. Isn't this funny? This card here represents Libra. It's the Justice card. Justice means that you need balance, you need equality, but it can mean that things are unfinished. You see how this sword goes off the edge of the card? It can mean that some things are left undone. Isn't that funny that retrograde will be going backwards in Libra? Now, what does that really mean? Reverse, backwards, retrograde, slowing down. It means it has the reverse effect on that attribute. So, if you're looking at anything justice-wise, legal, anything needing balance, you need to be patient. You need to be ready for perhaps there may be a delay in something. There may be delays, and Mercury is all about delays and misunderstandings. So be cautious when communicating with others, and especially during that air sign of Libra, because that is a social. This is the social sign of Libra. You're going to want to make sure that you're doing okay during that time. So Mercury will travel through starting on September 9th until September 23rd, where Mercury then enters into the sign of Libra. And the sign of Libra is represented by the Hermit card in the tarot. Isn't that amazing how these two in partnership can work side by side? Because the Hermit is going to make you feel like, oh man, I just want to crawl into a hole. And that is true. I just want to stay indoors until the rest of this time. So remember, September 9th, it starts with Libra. And then on the 23rd of September until the final day of October 2nd, we'll go into Virgo. What is the Hermit card? Well, the Hermit card does not mean that you are by yourself or that you're lost or you've lost your footing. That's not it at all. Sometimes it just means we need to pull back, think things through. You see that little star right there? You are far from being lost. This is lighting your way. There's a staff here, and he is very cautious and careful about watching his steps. Very good for this Mercury retrograde. I love this because I wanted to give you a heads up. You know what they say, forewarned is forearmed. So what does this all mean? Libra is that sign that rules. Well, obviously, Justice card. It rules contracts and partnerships. It means that you're generally feeling balanced. Here you go, the Justice scales. It can mean that an old relationship crops back up. So be aware for those of you who are thinking about your ex, because believe me, a lot of times during a Mercury retrograde, they come cropping back up into our love lives. Or legal negotiations could hit a very, very stressful, roadblock. So that is important to be very diplomatic with your communication, very on point, have your facts together, and avoid any misunderstanding, any argument, any drama, and do your best to find that middle of the road and that part where you can, negotiate. Now let's talk about this Virgo. Even though it's the Hermit, it is associated with routines and scheduling, organizing, all kinds of things like this. It can mean that even your routine, your virus on your computer, your virus software may not even make, you're going to have to go through everything. It may not even make that update. So be careful of your devices, of your computer. Make sure your emails are sent. Make sure that your computers are on and your apps are updated. Make sure that emails are received, text, so on and so forth. Be cautious of how you text or communicate with anyone, because those little one-answered quips may not cut it during this time. This can be a sign that during the final week of this retrograde could result in the last resort. That's what I was going to say, because the delays could be, and most likely will be, extremely frustrating. So you've got to leave space, you've got to leave time to get to your appointments, time to get to wherever it is that you're going. Double check times and dates, appointments, and remember the details, because during this time there could be all kinds of little upsets. So just remember, for you, the best way to get through this Mercury retrograde is to slow down just a minute, take a breath. I know you kind of have to micromanage things a little bit during this time, but it's going to work out for you. We've made it through many, many retrogrades. We've made it through one this year so far, and I think more. So this is going to be a very, I'm going to say, hard time, eclectic time for some of us, and especially if you are the sign of Libra or the sign of Virgo or have any of those predominantly in your charts. This could be a very trying time. So there will be effects on your sign per sign, and I will be giving you a quick little per sign video of what to avoid, what you need to master, what is going to be coming for you. So stay tuned. I will put the playlist up here so you can go by through sign. And as always, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you like this video, if you would please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it very much. So this is your insight on the September 2022 Mercury retrograde, and we will do this per sign, just a short video, give you an idea what to look out for. You're going to make it through. We always do. But like I said, forewarned is forearmed. You hang in there, and I'll be interested in seeing how you make it through. Comment below. Let me know how you're making it, how you're doing. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you on the flip side of the retrograde. This video is brought to you by the universe. Thanks so much for watching.